Mr. Chairman and Ranking Member Grassley, and let me thank each of you and Senator Leahy as well for the courtesies you've extended to me as we've gone through this process. Thanks also for giving me this chance to help to welcome Judge Kathy Bassoon, Mark Hornak, and Robert Mariani before the committee. The President first nominated these really outstanding individuals for the federal bench in Pennsylvania last year. Before I was sworn into the Senate, as Senator Grassley observed, they were renominated in early January, and I was pleased to submit the blue slips and to support them, and I also appreciate your timely scheduling of this hearing. Before I talk briefly about the nominees, I just wanted to note how pleased I am to be here alongside my colleague, Senator Casey. In my brief time, about 6 months thus far here in the Senate for me, he and I have not only been working to advance these three nominees, but also in really a genuinely bipartisan fashion. We've been working to help with the remaining 5 federal district court vacancies in Pennsylvania, and I see today's hearing as an important milestone in making real progress in this direction. Over the last few weeks, and after a thorough review process, I've had the opportunity to sit down with and to discuss at some length with each of the Pennsylvania nominees before you today. As you've heard, they each have very different legal backgrounds, but I'm confident that each of these distinguished nominees carry the important qualities that Pennsylvania and America really needs on the federal bench: intellect, experience, integrity, a commitment to public service, impartiality, and justice. Since Senator Casey has already talked a fair amount about the backgrounds of these nominees, I won't take too much time, but let me just touch on some of the items that you've heard. Judge Bassoon is, of course, a very well-respected federal magistrate judge, and I agree, she has a very compelling life story. She's widely lauded in the community for her commitment to mentoring young lawyers in particular and encouraging greater diversity in the legal profession. Mr. Hornak's an active and very well-respected member of both the Pittsburgh legal community and the community at large, serving as he does on the board of a number of nonprofit organizations, including the Steel Valley School District, the Pittsburgh Foundation, and the Girl Scouts of America. And lastly, Mr. Mariani, a litigator with over 3 decades of experience, is an expert in his field, one of the top lawyers in the Scranton area, and deeply committed to his family and his community. So all 3 Pennsylvania nominees before you today have extensive experience in the courtroom. They've excelled at their craft. They're well-respected members of their community, and they've already presided over legal disputes, whether that be as a magistrate judge, as an arbitrator, or as a mediator. They've also pledged to be impartial, fair-minded upholders of the law. Taken together, I believe that these attributes will serve them very well if they are confirmed for the bench, and I hope that the committee favorably reports all 3 nominees to the full Senate, which I hope will then promptly confirm them. Again, thanks very much for providing me the opportunity to say a few words and to welcome and to recommend Judge Bassoon, Mr. Hornak, and Mr. Mariani to the committee today.